How we doing, everybody? How are we? Let me know once you're on, guys. Just want to get a wee catch up with you. Oh, I've no idea where I'm going. Happy Saturday, everyone. Just thought I'd quickly give a little live. I've not been on for a couple of days. Who's on? Hi, Bethany. How's things? So I was out last night. Well, not out, just out. Watched the Two Magicians, and when I came over here, I recognised them. They were on a TV show called Fool Us, and they're called Penn and Teller. So went to see them last night. Absolutely fantastic show. Really, really good, very entertaining, and a lot of the stuff they did was very clever. Obviously, the tricks, the stunts that they did were like fantastic. But just obviously their presence, their how much they must have rehearsed, it was unbelievable. It was all new stuff that they had as well, and it was their first show back from being back in lockdown. So Penn and Teller were absolutely fantastic last night. Sophie Wood, how are you? Sandra Grieve, you're asking me if I'm surviving. I'm literally just walking to the gym just now. When I came over, obviously came on the first day, haven't been back to the gym since, so quite disappointed in myself, but do you know what? It is what it is. 2 seconds, let me just get past this on it. So yeah, I would have liked to have been at the gym a few more times, but do you know what? I've been sort of networking, meeting people. Hi, Uncle Jim, how are you? Hello from the Berry. Look at you thriving. Hi Frankie, did you win your bet on 17? I never, and do you know what? I never recorded it, so it was pointless me even saying anything. You weren't allowed phones at the table, so when we're doing the spin, I try to record, but the dealer says you're not allowed to record at the actual table. So anytime I have done a bit of recording at the table, I've kind of just done it on the sly. So literally woke up about an hour ago, went to the gym, but I thought, do you know what, I'll come on live, get a little catch up with you all, see what's happening. Missing you, thanks Bethany, I really appreciate it. Kathy Mitchell, how are you? Craig, very good to see you, pal. Who else is on? Margaret Hunter. Margaret messaged me yesterday. She was like, look, you can tell you're Scottish with that video that you posted, the one where I was dancing. She was like, not a drop of that drink was spilt. Claire Alexander, Alison Homer. Right, so what was that? Was that dancing in Nine Fisherman Irish bar? 2 seconds, let me go inside because it's absolutely freezing in the shade. It was at a bar called, what was the place called? It was in the MGM. It was called Losers Bar, which kind of suits me, you know. So yeah, it was in Losers Bar, James. But Alison sent me Alison Homer, who's just commented, sent me a guy the other night, right? The other day, and his name's Kev. And I had no idea, I've never heard of this guy, never knew who he was. And Alison sent me a video, and it was this guy, basically in Las Vegas. He just got here. I think he's about 46, 47 years old. And he's a comedian. But in his videos, he was coming down this escalator, and he was talking about, you know, visualization, manifestation, you know, chasing your dreams, all of this kind of stuff that I speak about. But the way he had said it, you know, it really had me hooked, and I thought I should really be doing more of this. Like, you know, I know I speak about it, but he said it in a very different way than what I would have said it, but it really inspired me. So I literally seen this 2.5 minute video, and I messaged Alison back and I says, look, I need to see this guy. Like, I need to go meet this guy. Where is he? Like, if he's in Vegas. And Alison says, no, he's in Vegas just now. So I went on Instagram, followed Kev, and it turns out he is a comedian, and he's just got his own show here. So I literally messaged him saying, look, when are you next performing? I want to come see you, whatever. So I get a message back. He says, look, appreciate the support, brother. I'm in Vegas just now. I've got shows up until the 6th of March. So I says, well, I'll come and see you tonight. He says, there's no tickets on. He says, I don't know if I can get you in. I says, well, kind of just make it happen, and like, I'll see you tonight. So anyway, I got a message back at 7:30, and he says, look, I've got a show at 8:30. Come in, just ask for Kev. I'll see you at the front door. Just come in. So that's fine. And I started to watch his content sort of on the way here. on the way to this venue, and it was just all motivational stuff. It was all positive. It was all, you know, and it really inspired me. So I met up with this Kev back, and literally he takes me backstage. Before the show, there's other comedians there, so I'm sitting in this green room with like four or five class comedians who have their own show in Vegas, and I'm thinking, how have I ended up in the back room here? But just some of the conversations that we had that night. So Alison, thank you so much for putting me in contact with Kev, because you know, he's told me a few things. He's, you know, pointed me in like a slightly different direction than what I had in my head. So and it's mad because we were just speaking about the whole night. Like, everything does happen for a reason. Like I would have never ever have found this guy unless Alison sent me it. So Alison, I do appreciate it. Hi Shazzy, how are you? Let's have a look at some of these comments. Kev was on Britain's Got Talent a few years ago too. He's really good. Was he, Ben? He never even mentioned that at all. But it was just mad, and you know what? It kind of made me inspire me. I'm thinking, I do speak about this a lot, this manifestation and, you know, chasing your dreams and blah 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 blah. Like, but sometimes I get worried that people will think, oh, do you know what? It's a load of crap. You know, it's a load of, you know. So that's why I don't really speak about it as much. But that 2.5 minute video that Alison sent me, that was looking at Kev, I thought, I should be doing this. And do you know what? If people don't like it, then they don't have to watch it. But there's a lot more people that will gain from it than not gain from it. So I think I'm going to do a lot more of that. I had that conversation with Kev as well. He's just like, mate, just post it. He's like, like, and when it does come true and you've got a story to back it, he's like, that's when you'll sort of, you know, and he said that as well. He says about the following, he says, looks like you've got a loyal following. And I was telling him all about it, you know, doing the Facebook live shows, the support I get from this page, the likes, the comments, and, you know, even when I've got my down days, you know, sometimes I come on live and it'll take one of these to comment something that, you know, it makes my day. So it's a really good platform that, you know, we've built together, and I just wanted to say that I appreciate this, and I really do mean that. There's no bullshit behind that. There's no, you know, I'm not doing this for any likes, for comments, but whatever. I'm just doing it because I genuinely want to just to say thank you for the support. Ben, do a quick YouTube search for him. I'm sure he's got even better. Do you know what the thing is, right? And I don't want to give too much away of his act. I'll tell you like a short description. Honestly, this guy's a genius. That was the first thing that I said to him after the show, because I'll tell you that another part. But he came on stage, and you know, with this Almerian music, you know, like this Turkish music. So I thought, okay, so I'm speaking to Kev backstage beforehand. You know, he's English, but he puts on an American accent. You know, obviously he's whatever. But he comes on stage, and he puts on this. Is it Almerian or Albanian? I'm sure it's Almerian, because I thought it was Albanian. But this Almerian accent, and he does his whole show in that accent. And the way that he twists words, and you know, a lot. It's just, I can't really explain what he does. It's just absolutely class. So a massive shout out to Kev. But honestly, stage presence, the writing that was involved for him to do that, and from the moment that he stepped on stage, I thought, this guy reminds me of Freddie Starr. So backstage, I says, look, obviously you've got people that you inspire to. For me, it's like Dean Martin, Freddie Starr, Robbie Williams, all of these people that I look up to, and who I've sort of based my show off of. You know, that's the banter I have, that's the kind of songs I normally do. And I says, are you a fan of Freddie Starr? He says, like, everyone was a fan of Freddie Starr. And it was mad, because I only heard of Freddie Starr like 8 or 9 months ago. I started to watch this guy, and again, absolute genius. The way he controlled an audience, the way he put fear into people. You know, no one would want to get up off their seat to go to the toilet, because you would just get slated, you would get ripped. And it's mad. That's what I like having in my show, that, you know, when I stand in people's way, or people are scared to go to the toilet, to go past me. It's not that they're scared to go to the toilet, but it's that kind of thing, like, oh, he's going to pick on me if I stand up. That's what you want, because you never get heckled. Like, very rarely do I get heckled. Or it's funny, because I was having this conversation the other night, and I watched this video on Freddie Starr, and he's at an interview, and in the interview he says, Freddie, what happens when you do get heckled? And he says, I move that fast, I do that, I've rehearsed it this much. He says, I never get heckled, because I put the fear into people. He says, that's how you don't get heckled. by having them for you, and it was just like a light bulb moment, thinking that's so true. It's nice. It's a nice fear, probably. Exactly, Sandra. It's not like I don't mean fear. I mean like I don't know how to explain it, but it's like if that's why I pick on people at the very start of my show. If I see somebody on their phone, you know, I'll make a big point of it so people watch them. You know, so they're like, oh shit, I better not go on my phone. You know, that kind of thing. Legend, bro. James Martin, how are you, pal? I'm on the hoops. Yeah, look, no danger. Yeah, I'm away at the gym. I've got my hip soap on because I'm running out. I need to do a washing, and there's no washing machines, and I'm not paying 50 quid to do a fucking washing. So, a nervous excitement. We'll call it that, Sandra. A nervous excitement. David, how are you, pal? All right, bro. How's Vegas, mate? It's absolutely class. And I know I keep saying it, and I just still can't believe I'm here. I've got a meeting tonight. I won't go into too much detail, but I've got a meeting tonight. Go for a dinner, and then tomorrow morning, got a meeting with someone as well. And then, in fact, someone from Tenerife is flying over tomorrow. We've made it happen. It was brought up in this random conversation a couple of nights ago, and he says, well, do you know what, I don't know if it's affordable, I don't know, blah, 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 blah. I says, well, let's make it work. Just come out. So they're coming out tomorrow. I'll do a little Facebook Live. Most of you, in fact, probably all of you, will know who it is. It's probably not somebody you would expect, actually. So, I'm looking forward to it. Looking forward to it. Good luck, Yamadi. Cheers, Davey boy. Is this for work budget? Do you know what, David? It is, and even if it doesn't happen in the next, you know, however long, couple of months that I'm going to be here, the whole purpose for me to come out was just, you know, to get a taste for it, just to see what it was like to live in Vegas. And do you know what? From the moment I stepped off that plane, I know it sounds cheesy, I know it sounds mad, I've envisioned being in Vegas that many times that it actually felt like coming home. It's the same as, like, you know, Tenerife or whatever. When I get off the plane there, it feels I'm comfortable. Same in Scotland, Edinburgh. And when it happened, I've only been to Vegas once, and it was for that the Real Awards a couple of years ago. But I've envisioned being on a stage here that many times. I know what the room looks like. I know what the people are like. I know what content I'm going to be doing. I know I've already had it in my head 1,000 times. And when you do that, it becomes like your body doesn't know, or your mind doesn't know if you've actually done it, or you've thought about doing it. And that's what I speak about all the time. Like, if you really want something, like, think about not just it in general. Like, think about what, you know, if you want, like, a car. I had this conversation the other night with a guy, and he was telling me he used to do this when he was younger, but he wouldn't only imagine what it looked like or what car it would be. It wouldn't just be like, say, a Mercedes. He would be thinking of a grey Mercedes with red seats that smelt like this, and, you know, it has to be specific of what you want, and the more specific you can be, like, it'll happen. And that's why a lot of the times where I try and, if I've got worries or I've got problems, I'd rather just write them down than think about them over and over and over and over, because if you think about your problems and you think about, you know, oh, my life's this, you'll attract more things like that. And it's mad, because what you do think about, you do attract. Margaret Hunter, good luck, Frankie. I really do appreciate it. Angela Finn, wherever you go, you'll smash it. There was no real purpose for me to sort of come on. I never had any topics to speak about today, so I just wanted to catch up with you just to say, look, just a wee thank you. Frankie, love you. Somebody just wrote, I think it was it Rose? I done that video and she was like, I didn't think it was possible to love you even more. I appreciate it. George Black's for you, will smash it. Good luck at meetings. Thanks, George. I appreciate it, pal. I better not see you on 90 Day Fiance. Oh my days, this is on negativity won't get you anywhere, mate. Thomas, 100%. And do you know what? It's just natural, though. It's like, even for me, like 100% I can be negative, like 1,000,000%. You know, and it's a lot of the time when I come on like Facebook or I do a show, you know, maybe not as much now, but I would still say 20, 30, 40% of it is still maybe a mask, you know. Like, sometimes when I've had a bit of an off day or whatever, you know, I need to build myself up before I go on to stage. So it's it's kind of a persona. So everyone has it. Everyone has negative thoughts. Everyone has their doubts. You know, I'm probably one of, it's weird, I'm probably one of the biggest doubters of myself. I'm probably one of my own worst enemies. But the more and more I do what I do, and you know, I start to believe in myself. And it all happens when I had this conversation the other day. The way you start believing in yourself is by literally doing what you say you're going to do, as in like stupid stuff. Like I've got a list that I do every morning. For instance, like I'll wake up, so on my list I've got brush your teeth for 2 minutes, have a cold glass of water, you know, I try and get 10,000 steps in a day. But these are all little goals that I do. So once you start seeing, you know, you're ticking them off, it builds your confidence. Like today, like on my list last night, I wrote this morning, gym. Go to the gym this morning. I woke up this morning and I could not be arsed, to tell you the truth. I didn't want to go to the gym. I wanted to lay in bed for a bit. But I wrote it down, so I know when I go to the gym and give myself a little tick, you know, it builds my confidence and it builds the trust I have in myself. And that's how you you get a little bit more belief in yourself, by trusting yourself and saying what you're going to do. What's on tonight, Jackie? Vanessa, hola Frankie, ¿cómo estás? Muy bien, Vanessa. Otra cosa mariposa. Una mesa para cuatro. I didn't realise how many people like here spoke Spanish. I know that sounds so silly, and it sounds silly saying it out loud, but there's so many people that like speak Spanish here, like Mexican, and yeah, it's mental. So I've used all my normal Spanish routine, you know, my 4 sentences that I know. Diane, jet lag catching up with you. Do you know what it's like with the jet lag? I've just been non-stop since I've been here. Just trying to go to shows, meet people. That's really all I've been doing, is just try to, don't know, just get the feelers out. That's really it. We also got Bonnie. Hiya Bonnie, how are you? Hi pal, we believe in you. Thank you so much. Just don't look out for the Hibs result, Frankie. Then you'll have negative thoughts. Do you know what, Graham? That's so true, pal. That's so true. I'm just trying to read these messages. Carry Riddle, Angela Louise, check it, Frankie. Jackie Robertson, how are you? Going to the Dockers tonight. That's mental. That was a week ago since I'd done my last show. That's mad. Tiptune Princess. Oh, Thomas, I know who you are. Tiptune Princess dies my last night. How you doing, Thomas? Wow. Sally James. Is it Jock from the jar? Sally J, is it Jock from the whiskey jar? No. No, it's not. I think we would last about a week. No, even that. I can see you in the piano bar. I love it there. Do you know what's funny? I just got a message from someone, Noel, who just messaged me about the piano bar actually. That's weird that you said that. Right guys, I'm going to go to the gym. Hi Louise. Good to see you. Hearts 2, Dundee United 2. Good. Week tonight since I met you and still on it. Helen West, hey Frankie. Guys, I cannot believe there's still 87 people on. I wish I could tell you more, but just this time last week since put a name to the face. Ben Thompson, this time last week you put a name to a face. Is this not Saturday? Ben, I seen you on Friday. Wait, what day is it today? Is this Friday? I am clueless, honestly, with the days. Clueless. Because I think we are 8 hours behind, so what time is it in the UK just there? Must be about 5 or 6 o'clock, no? I think so. I think it shows how much people think of you. I know, and I always try and, you know, I always say this, I always try and give as much value as I can, but watching Kev the other day really made me feel like, do you know what, I shouldn't hide the fact that I believe in all this, like, law of attraction and manifestation. I shouldn't hide the fact. I should say it louder, and then when it does happen, you know, it's, you know, you just always need to think of it. Some people confuse confidence with arrogance, and I think you've got to understand what context, you know, I'm saying it in. Like when I say to people, even 3 years ago when I started singing, I knew for a fact that I didn't want to start singing unless I was going to aim for Vegas. Like I used to watch these like films, and you know, even when I seen this Elvis show, I went to a show with my auntie, my little cousin, and my gran, and I've never really told this story until it was in the Dockers Club last week, and I told this story for like the first time on stage, because I forgot all about it, and it wasn't until my auntie was sat there in the audience and she was watching me, and I thought, that's how this all came about. So this was well before I was an entertainer or a 2A rep or anything. I went to this show with my gran, Auntie Audrey, and my wee cousin Aaron, and it was in the Edinburgh Playhouse, and I'm a huge fan of Elvis. Gran loves Elvis. I was brought up with all that stuff. So I remember going to the Playhouse, never been there, first time I was there, and I just loved it when I walked in. This huge theatre, you know, everyone sat down, got their drinks, and you know, everyone's in the same sort of wavelength before the show even starts. So anyway, music comes on, Elvis comes out, you know, everyone goes wild, and I was thinking, wow, what an energy this is. Long story short, the show ends, right? This guy gets a standing ovation from everyone, and it wasn't at the end of the show that's the bit that I loved. It was what I loved was watching people, how much they enjoyed that person. That's what I loved, and I thought, imagine I could do something that would bring that much joy to someone, or bring that much joy to people collectively. And that planted the seed, and then a couple of years later, because I was a car salesman at the time, and that seed was always planted in my head, because I was like, imagine you can make somebody feel that way through being on a stage. I just thought it was incredible. And a couple of years later I became a 2A rep, and then I done a song on stage for this guy who unfortunately he had lost his wife, and he asked me to do a song, Little Old Wine Drink on Me, and from that moment when I realised how happy that made him, after what I can't even imagine what he had went through, and he still came on holiday. For him to smile for even 20-30 seconds was just unbelievable. And I told him then, I says, that's what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I says, I will teach myself, or I will, you know, do my best to learn how to sing. Am I the best singer? 100% not, but I know I'm better than what I was 3 years ago. And I know this time next year, from the exact date, I'll be, you know, 5-10% better. You know, you can only get better if you just keep applying yourself to anything that you have a true passion for. And I do. I have a passion for singing, but my real passion, as most of you know, is entertaining. Doing these inspirational little videos, doing all of that kind of stuff. That's my real passion, is trying to make a little bit of a difference. So yeah, 35 years later, still doing it, mate. Yeah, lovely feeling. Wanted to make music. 100% live your dream. Cheers, Thomas. It was a brilliant show. I was there that night. Thanks, June. I really appreciate that. Wow. I'm glad you like the CD as well. Thank you. So it's 26 in the UK. Okay. 7:23 PM. Michelle, where do you live? 7:23 PM. How can it be 7:23 and somebody's wrote 5:35? Michelle, you steaming? Fingers and toes crossed. I got my days mixed up. I know, Ben. It's no like you, pal. Diane Corsa. Sophie Lister. Jilly Montgomery. Eddie Notman. Hiya, pal. Good to see you. Not more in Canary. Vanessa, no, I'm in Las Vegas. Vanessa was one of the waitresses in Lanzarote. Worked at, oh my god, what was the hotel called? What was the hotel in, oh my god, what was it called? Corona's Player. In the Corona's Player in Costa de Keys, or Costa de Keys. Vanessa, always had a soft spot for you. Love you loads. You made everyone smile, you made everyone laugh. You were just mental. And you were absolutely amazing at your job. So I don't know if you're still working there, Vanessa. Let me know if you're still working there. Corona's Player, Alison. I know. As soon as I said it, Alison, I thought, how can I not remember the name? Yeah. You make a hell of a difference. Stevie boy, good to see you, my pal. Janice Hall, hope you're having fun. Life is a journey chasing your dream. Yeah, and it's mad because like I've no plans, I've no idea. I need to find an apartment actually, because I've got like a week left in this hotel, and I have no idea where I'm going to stay after. Like that's the thing. It's like I have no idea. We were in Merlin's when Willie gave you the cake. We went to Habana the next again night. I know I couldn't make the Habana. I was absolutely knackered. I actually stayed in. Where did I go? I think it was in Glasgow. Went to the Bay Horse. Stayed there Sunday. So yeah, that was a bit of a something on the one. It's close. Opens in September. Oh, it's closed. Opens. How do you say closed in Spanish? Cerrado. Cerrado? I think so. Either that or that means pig. Or cerdo means pig. Cerrado means closed, I think. Right guys, I'm going to head to the gym because I feel like I need a little workout. Go for some brekkie. Vanessa Cerrado. See? There we go. Stevie, how do you know what it means? Have you just googled it, Stevie boy? Or do you just know it from what time the bars close it in Tenerife? Donde cerrado? Madre mía, otra cosa mariposa. Una mesa para cuatro, por favor. Madre mía. Right. Any last requests? In fact, do you know what? Can I bring somebody on camera? I fancy having a chat with somebody. And I've just realised you can speak Spanish. I can invite somebody onto the camera. You look happy. Do you know what? Do you know what I look like, Jennifer? I look tired. But do you know what? It's worth it. Next couple of days, literally just chilling out a little bit. Got somebody coming over for Tenerife tomorrow. So just going to have a couple of chilled days, you know, network together as well. So I don't know, it's just a very, very spontaneous things that have happened in the past week. Is there bingo for there? Oh my days, Ben. Do you know what? I'm not even going to get into that conversation. In fact, do you know what? I may as well tell you this story. So if anyone was in Middlesbrough, right? In fact, well, I'll start off with the Dockers. So the Dockers, right? I do an hour's gig. There's a little interval where people do bingo, and it lasts 20 minutes, 30 minutes. And I do my second half, an hour show. Middlesbrough, I thought it was going to be a very similar setup. I done an hour's show, and then there was an interval, but the bingo lasted just over an hour and 15 minutes. And I thought, you know, the Dockers Club was serious. You know, you can't really speak. You know, everyone's very silent when the numbers are getting called. Anyway, Middlesbrough, wow. I have never felt anything so tense in my life with the bingo. That was unbelievable. I was actually scared to breathe. So, I got thrown out. So, in the Dockers Club in Edinburgh, when what was it? The first time I ever heard it, somebody called 22 and then this random person went quack quack. So I thought it was hilarious. So I thought the next time I hear the number 22, I'm going to say quack quack. So I did this in Middlesbrough. I got thrown out. In fact, it wasn't number 22. It was number 69. And I said something. I thought it was the correct thing to say and it wasn't. So I ended up saying meal for two. I thought it was funny. But Andrew Dicky, Frankie boy, look tired but still sexy. Cheers. I appreciate it. Even with my hip stop on. Bingo tonight. Yous are absolutely mental. Yous are mental. Quality. 69 anyway up. Jackie, behave. Right. In fact, do you know what? I did say I was going to bring somebody on camera. I don't know if it'll actually work. I just fancy having a chat with somebody. Have you secured any gigs yet? Catherine, no. That's the only answer I can give you. No, but there's a couple of things that I'm looking at just now. When I played bingo in Gran Canaria, they say yum yum for 69. I know, but I was in a classy environment. Well, I was in Middlesbrough. Yeah, you're right. That could have worked. 0-0 the day, guys. Love it. Was that what the score was? No. Right. Do you know what? Somebody leave a comment, as in, if you want to come on camera. I really just fancy having a chat with someone. You will soon. You were amazing. Thanks, Donna. I appreciate it. Cheers, Catherine. I don't even know if it'll work. Right there. Let's try and phone someone. By the way, has anyone heard that song? That's what's it called? Chicken Fried. Call me Stevie Boy. Right, come on then. I don't know. Have I done it? Have a look at this, Stevie Boy. See if you can answer. I don't know how. I don't know if this even works, mate. Hope this works. It said it's ringing you. I don't know if you can answer it or maybe it won't work, mate. I don't know. The guest declined the invitation. What? Stevie Boy, what's the story? Right, who else? Jackie Roberts and me. Right, come on then, Jackie. Let's try you. Invite Jackie through your camera. Right. No call, mate. That's strange. Adios, mi marido. Ciao, ciao, bacalao. Jackie!
Hiya!
Hi, my love. How are you?
Yeah, how you doing?
All right. What's that one?
Eddie? Not bad, we're getting ready to go to Dockers.
Eddie.
Steady, Eddie.
Good to see you. That's quality.
How's it going, babes?
Oh, amazing. Really good.
All right.
Oh, it feels so much better speaking to somebody like this instead of like speaking to the camera by myself.
Aye.
Oh.
Do you feel such a numpty?
Oh, cheers. Aye. What is
How's it been going? No, we've got the bingo tonight.
Is there an act on?
We think there might just be a band on. We're not very sure.
All right.
Sacked the band.
Oh, he sacked the band. Oh, I don't know then. We're going to the Fit of the Walk for something. He sacked the band, Eddie says, so I don't know.
Really? You got the Fit the Walk?
We're going to the Fit of the Walk for a fish and chips, and then we'll nip over at the Dockers for 7:30 for the bingo.
Brilliant. And where are you going after?
Oh no, that'll be us. Eddie was out last night till yawn time in the morning, so he's been playing golf at Silver House, so he's knackered.
Where did he go?
He was along at the village, at the Old Inn, along at Davison Village. Aye.
That's where I go to the gym. Is it the village is it near Ferry Road?
Oh, you go to the village along at Crewe Roundabout.
Oh, aye, that's right.
He was at the Old Inn along in Davison Mains.
Oh, right, got you.
Then he was golfing this morning at Silver now, so he's a bit knackered, but I think he's feeling guilty that he has to take me out for something to eat.
Oh,
so,
got the
Fit of the Walk, here we go.
Aye, splashing the cash. Fit of the Walk, here we go. 99p refills, cups of coffee.
That's right, aye.
Brilliant.
But everything okay? You doing all right?
Everything's class, aye. I'm not going to lie, it's a lot more expensive than what I thought it was going to be, but do you know what? It is what it is.
Aye,
so,
aye.
I could be back in 4 weeks, you never know.
Oh, we'll see you at the Dockers.
Get the bingo cards out.
Aye.
What's that?
Are you getting any gig?
Well, I've not had a meeting about gigs, so I've got a meeting tonight. I'm getting picked up at 7, and then tomorrow morning I'm getting picked up at 11:30. Just a couple of things as well. I'm meeting somebody as well. Hopefully in the next couple of weeks. I don't know if I should really say it, but you know Barry Manilow?
Yeah.
Well, he had a pianist. Did I say that right? A pianist.
A pianist, aye.
Aye. I don't want to get chucked out again.
A piano player.
Aye, that's a piano player. I should have said that.
Aye.
So I'm hopefully going to be meeting up with him and his wife. Really lovely couple. It was Margaret Hunter and Willie Hunter who support the page a lot. It was. Did you see the video with the cake in Motherwell? Well, that couple, they put me in contact with them. So I'm hoping to sort of catch up with them, meet them, and he says like at one point, hopefully, while I'm doing a gig, get you up on stage, do a few something, and we'll take it from there. So I was like, wow, like, that's mad.
That'd be brilliant.
Do you know what I mean? Aye. So I don't know. I just need somebody to just basically like look at me and say, do you know what? I'll give you a chance.
Yeah, sure.
Is what it is. Aye. But if it doesn't happen, it doesn't happen. But I just love.
Frankie, if you get a chance, you'll do fine. If you get all you need is that break, eh?
Just one person say, do you know what, Ken? I'll give the laddie a wee shot.
Aye, that's right. Just like what you done with the wee boy at Tenerife.
Well, exactly. And do you know what? And I think that, and for me to like do that, isn't it? it isn't like for publicity or that. Like I genuinely love that because like even I don't know if anybody, I don't know if I've mentioned this. Like, see that wee Harry?
Yes.
Like I know this sounds mad, right? But he actually like he inspires me. I watch him, like, and I'm a weirdo, right? I just watch people and study people, right? So I see Harry. I've met him quite a few times, right? And he's always so polite to everyone, like so polite. You know, he holds the door open for people. You know, the way he speaks to his mom, and you know, and he's 6.
A nice wee
like,
laddie.
He's a great wee laddie, and do you know what? Like he will be a superstar. Like I've already got, whether it's football, whether it's, I don't know what it is, but he loves dancing, he loves singing. So he might one day, and I can guarantee you, like he'll always remember these little things that people do for him. Like for me with this Facebook page, I'll remember the people that send me these messages, and you know, that tip on the Sundays, and because it's the only reason why I'm here. Do you know what I mean? So.
Good.
So of course you have to remember it, and of course you have to, and that's why I felt a bit guilty for not doing as many lives, or you know, I can't really do a Facebook live show here because I'm in a hotel room. I don't really want to upset anyone next door or that. So, but I still feel guilty because like I don't know if like users expecting, you know. So I'm like kind of trying to find a balance.
Everybody understands, you know what I mean? It's
I know
the time difference and everything else.
That's a hard thing. See, with the time difference. Because I would need to do a show at like 7 in the morning for it to be, you know, whatever. So it's kind of hard.
What time is it there just now?
Where am I?
I'm still here, yeah.
Oh, sorry. 5 to 10.
On Sunday morning?
Saturday
So you're
morning.
Behind us. You're behind us, right? Right. Aye. Oh well.
Margaret's just left a wee comment there. Frankie, Joey is like Willie, wee brother. Oh, Willie's wee brother. He will look after you. Thanks, Margaret. Appreciate it.
Oh, brilliant. That's good. That's good.
But,
well, we wish you all the best, pal. I'm sure you'll...
Good luck with your meeting, son. I hope it all works.
Appreciate it. Thank you so much. And I hope you win at the bingo tonight.
I'll send you a message and let you know.
Aye, send me a wee message. All right. Lots of love, all right?
You take care, pal.
I will do. I'll speak to you soon. Cheers.
Bye.
See you later, Eddie.
Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
You need to press the wee X if you can. See you, bud.
Bye.
See you later.
How are you doing, guys? Can you still see me? Let me know if you can still see me. I've never... Right, I think we're still on. Perfect. That's mad. It's so much... You know what? It makes such a difference actually seeing her face, and I love that, man. So listen, in fact, do you know what? We'll do that a wee bit more. If anybody wants a wee Facebook call or whatever, we'll come on here, shoot the shit for a bit. Because you know what? It makes me feel better as well. You know, it makes me feel like there's actual people behind who I'm speaking to. You know, it's mad as well. If anyone else wants a quick one just now, just let me know in the comments. Just a quick one, because I do need to go to the gym. I've got a couple of things I need to sort out today. But yeah, so apart from that, nothing much else to say without me repeating myself. So I don't really want to repeat myself. So apart from that, you're still here. Ben, are you free for a call? In fact, Ben, if you're free for a call, let me know, because I want to ask you something. Right there. Stevie, try again. Right, Stevie boy, right, wait there then, pal. Do you know what? It's not even let me call you. See that? Why is that? Stevie, it's not letting me call you for some reason. Let me see if it lets me call Ben. Yeah, it's letting me call Ben. Do you know what I think it is, Stevie? I think I've already tried it. Can you try and call me or request to join? Got married in Whitechapel, love Vegas. Love it. All going well, Frankie. Camilla, good to see you. It was Menorca that I met Camilla. And Camilla's a singer. And I always remember the things that you said in Menorca as well to me. Just when I started, you know, I think I knew 2 songs at the time, 2 or 3 songs. And but you were very, very kind. I think it is your end, Stevie boy. Already done that. Stevie, we'll get one next time, definitely, pal. Right, Ben, let me try you. If it does it, I don't know if it'll work or not. It should be ringing now, Ben. All right, son.
How are you doing?
All right, pal. How are you?
Yeah, good, you?
Good, good. So, ladies, gentlemen, this is Ben Thompson, who always asks for not enough Indians. Is Tanya there?
Yeah.
Where is she? Hey, yeah. How are you? Hey, pal.
And this is Willow as well.
Good to see. Hey, yeah.
I can say hello to Frankie.
How
say
are
hello.
you? She's like, nah, I'm not saying hello to him. How's things? All right?
Yeah, you?
I'm all right, pal. I'm all right. Just a bit mad, to be honest with you. Just a bit mad. But it was good seeing you the other night. I was going to... what was I going to ask you? I was going to ask you something. Oh, I'll remember it. Anyway, did you have a good show last Friday?
No, yeah, we're really good.
Good, I remember when I first came in, and I seen you looking at me, and I thought, oh, shit. I was like, do I know who this is? And they're like, not enough Indians. I was like, Ben! I was mad. Absolutely mad.
You know what? It was Sandy that saw you the first time when you was just setting up on stage.
Oh, really? Was it?
Yeah, so we just come in, and Tanya had saw you, and you'd spoke to a few people.
Obviously.
And Tanya said, are you gonna go speak to him? I said, just let him sit up a bit first.
Playing it cool.
So I'll let you do what you were doing. And as soon as I got the chance, I thought, what 3 words can I say that will make you think?
Quality, man. Oh, it was such a good night, though. The hall was like huge, massive.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Like
really
massive. But it was such a good night. But that bingo, wow.
No, yeah.
Wow, that was intense.
No, to speak, please.
I know. I was scared to breathe. You're on motor. 2 seconds, Ben. 2 seconds. Derek Finn, good to see you. Medic, wait. Patricia K, good to see you, my love. Hope you're well. So what did you do after? Did you go up out?
No. We
went home.
No. We grabbed some food and then went back to the hotel room.
Oh my days! It was my first time that I'd ever tried that. What was it? A chicken parma?
The chicken parma, yeah, the middle one, yeah.
Oh my god, that was unbelievable. That was so good. I
didn't like them the first time I tried them, but
do you know? I just like food, mate. I'm just a wee fatty. I just love anything. Like I've still got my younger fat kid inside me. Like when I was like 18, 19 stone. Like that's inside me constantly.
And there's nothing wrong with that, though, is there?
What?
There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly. Exactly. I can't remember the question I wanted to say to you, but I wanted to I don't know how deep we can go into this conversation, but I don't know, you said something at the end of my show when it was like, I don't know if you remember saying what you said, but you said something along the lines of like, it's mad through just watching you through Facebook, it feels like I've known you for a lot longer.
Yeah,
And
definitely.
you said, obviously when I've done the song Angels and whatever, it meant a lot to you. And I don't know, you said some things that it's just like, this is the reason why I do what I do. I absolutely love it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you honestly made my night, and you said some things that, I don't know if you'd want to repeat, I don't know, but you said some things that just meant a lot to me, and it's mad.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
But it's right, and we originally we planned to come out and see you in Tenerife.
That's right.
And then obviously it didn't happen because you decided to go on Fast as New, and but just seeing you through online videos created a connection that normally you wouldn't have even created.
Yep,
and so that's why I said, it's like I've known you for ages, but I've never met you. And the first time I've met you, you didn't have a clue who I was. and it's hard to explain.
It is, and that's what I'm saying. I don't know. It was just like, it was mad. and just meeting you both, it did felt like we've already had the connection, we've already known each other for ages, we knew what we were going to say to each other. It was very strange, you know, and it's mad the power of this Facebook thing, because see if this, you know, pandemic never happened, obviously a lot of bads came out of it. But, like, people forget, like, a lot of good stuff came out of it as well. Do you know what I mean? Like, like, for me, I'll just speak about myself. Like, if it was not for the pandemic, I probably would have never done a CD. I definitely would have never done a Facebook Live. Never. Like,
no.
In my head at the start, I thought, how silly is that? That's a stupid idea. But then, after a few, when I got used to performing in front of a camera, and then reading the comments, I thought, wow, this is building a community. You know, it's mad.
Yeah, and it weren't until we'd actually seen you that we realised we'd been to Tenerife, and we thought that we'd been there and not actually had the opportunity to see you live. But we just bypassed the time that when we gone to Tenerife, you weren't there.
Yeah,
you started the year after.
That's right. Yeah.
Yes. So when we first found you online, we were like, well, you know, that's a show that we'd normally go to. How come we never found you in Tenerife? And then, you know, when we worked out, it was because you weren't there.
I'd only just moved there, and that all came through because I never got. There was 12 people. Just before Tenerife, the person that sent me the comedian Kevin, Alison Homer, and our partner John, they put me up. They put me up because I was doing an interview in Southampton for a cruise ship. And I thought it was to go on a cruise to be a singer, but it wasn't. It was to go on a cruise ship and be like a host, which is what I already did.
Right.
You know, and I thought, so out of the 13 people, 12 of them got the job and I never. So, you know, that was kind of like a bummer as well. I'm thinking, like, am I really that bad a person to employ? So I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to buy my own equipment, do my gigs in Edinburgh, and see what happens. Yeah, 6 weeks later, I booked a one-way flight to Tenerife. No idea, never knew anyone. Seen what happens. I was like, do you know what? Once I get the chance, one day I'm going to do that for Vegas. And, like, people used to laugh constantly, like, and they used to say, like, who do you think you are? Like, you want a show in Vegas? Are you kidding me? It's like, yeah, why not?
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
And it's about taking that chance, isn't it?
It is, 100%. But there was something you had said that was quite humbling, actually. You had said you'd never seen anybody do this. I don't know if you can remember what you said. I'd rather you say it than I said it.
You might remind me. Go on.
What I do after the show.
Oh, go around and talk. Yeah, go around and talk to everybody.
Yeah.
And I said to you, and this is live, isn't it? So
yeah. Well, exactly. So that's why I didn't want to.
Yeah. So when I go and see acts where they're not quite professional, you know, they're not full-time professionals, and I'll go and
like
introduce myself.
Right, sorry, carry on, sorry.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I'll go and introduce myself, and I'll take a photo, and just in case, not just in case, but just so that I can say I've really enjoyed that act, and I've got the photo to prove it, and that's that's nothing against the acts. It's nothing against you, Frankie. It's just so because people enjoy different things.
Yeah, definitely. Totally agree.
And so for me, if I enjoy it, I take a photo. It doesn't matter whether you're up here, down. You know, it's
how people make you feel. I think
that's that, and it's how it makes us feel on the night and on the day, and yeah. So
definitely. And it was mad. It was what you said, that you were like, I've never seen anyone do that. And I think that's bonkers. Because if people can travel, like some people, like you even know this, some people travelled 70, 80 miles. But even if you travelled, Stevie, you need 2 seconds, Stevie boy, I can't answer the phone, I'm on live. Sorry, pal. He's trying to phone me. Like even if people travelled 7 minutes, like it doesn't make a difference. You still came and watched me. And you've and for that gig, you actually paid to watch me. Why on earth would I not speak to you? Stevie, you need to stop phoning me, pal.
Out of the people that I've gone for photos with, through my choice, I've never seen anybody come round the whole the whole building to chat, to have photos, to do anything. You know, it's something I've never seen it before. Honestly, never seen it before.
But and that's what I did in Tenerife as well, and like that's why people probably come back and see me, because it's not the singing, it's not the, well, it is, it's the singing and entertaining, but it's the way, you know, people feel after you leave that show, thinking, do you know what? He might not be in the top 100 singers at all time, but do you know what? The guy's just loves what he does, and he'll take time to speak to me. I'm going back to see him because I know I'm going to feel better than when I first arrive at that venue. I think I've never said it in that way before, but I think that's why a lot of people come back and see me, because they know, do you know what? I'll get a good laugh. We'll get a bit of banter. See what happens. Do you know what I mean?
I'll tell you a quick story before you go.
Tell me.
The women that was to the left of us that we spoke to together after the show.
Yes. Yep.
Right. They thought that you knew us before the show, so they thought that we already knew each other, and you were talking to us because you knew us.
Right.
And so I said, no, I said, this is the first time I've met him. I said, I followed him on Facebook. I've watched his live shows. And I said, but actually, it's funny you should say that, because the way that he was to you, I thought that you'd seen him before. And they were like, no, we've just come into the club. And so I showed him your page, and I said, look, on a Sunday, he does these live shows.
Did you?
And you can watch him. And honestly, it was really bizarre, because like, we were pretty certain that he knew you from wherever, or I said, no, I said, he'd never even met me. I said, I've watched him previously, but this was the first time he'd ever met us.
Wow.
So it just shows how...
That's mental.
And it just shows how far it goes, doesn't it?
It does, and it doesn't. It takes like one sentence. Like somebody said to me that night, like I'm not going to lie, right? I was quite tired. I had a long week just with gigs, travelling, and you made my night, and there was a few other people that made my night, but there was a couple there that I've got a few Tenerife mums and dads, right? A few, but this couple at the front. There's a couple at the front, George and Carol, right? Came to see me, came to surprise me. And they literally said to me, like, you know, a few nice things, but one of the simple things he said, like, how are you? Are you all right? It was like, how's your day been or something? And I don't know why, but like just stress, relief from it. I was like, I'm actually all right, I'm good. And it changed my mindset. And I know that sounds stupid, but see if you ask somebody like how their day is, or like you ask a genuine question and you're genuinely interested in someone, that can really change somebody's day.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So yeah. But listen, Ben, I think Alison Homer, I'm happy to join if you're free. Do you know what? I am free. Let's do it. Why not? Ben, I'm going to love you and leave you. Tell Tanya I'm asking for her. Let the wee one know. Is the wee one still there?
Well, we're not neglecting her. She likes eating on the floor. I'll go to the camera.
Where is she? Hey, yeah.
Say bye.
Where's your dummy?
Say bye.
Where is it?
Say bye. Where?
See you, darling.
Say bye.
Bye-bye.
See you later, Frankie.
See you later, my man. Tanya, take care, pal. All the best. Later. You'll need to press the little X if you can, Ben.
Where's that?
Top left, I think. Or maybe I can do it. Wait there. There we go. We're on. John Mitchell, think Ben tour manager promoter material. I love that. Do you know what? It probably is. Wait there, Alison, let me try. Just a quickie. You up for a quickie, Alison? Right, it should be calling you. I don't know why I've never done this before. I'm enjoying this. Hey! What's happening?
Yeah, are you in Blackpool?
Yeah, shut up. There's always one.
Hold on, I'm just gonna put the subtitles on, Frankie.
Right. Anything else? Come on. Let's hear it.
You'll go.
I'm good. I'm so happy he's tuned in. What he's up to? Few
Drinking
wines?
gin.
Drinking gin.
Oh, gin.
Gin.
Oh.
Yeah. You remember
Nice.
our cupboard?
Wait, what one?
Well, glad you enjoyed Kev's show. It was great. Isn't
I
it?
tell you what. So, how did I don't know? Have you followed him, or was it just a random video, or what's the story?
No, we met him in Edinburgh probably about 10 years ago, I think, probably something like that.
No, we saw him about 10 years ago. But we saw him in a show in Southampton, then we saw him on a cruise liner.
Oh yeah, he's been on. Yeah, he's a cruise.
And then we chatted with him then, and then we saw him in Edinburgh, and we've seen him
all around
Milton Keynes and stuff. So.
Yeah, we've seen him Panto. We just followed him around basically, but yeah,
Really?
he does a showcase down in Southampton every year. He has the cruise bookers in, and he has acts in, and then they pick for those to go on to cruise ships, which is probably more up your street, really. I don't know if you mentioned that the other night, but yeah. So yeah, he picks acts to go onto cruise ships, but just such a lovely guy. And when, every time I listen to him, I always think of you, and when he was there and you were there, I thought, this is silly. I need to let you know.
But do you know what's mad? Like, I don't know. I thought you'd only came across this guy's page. Like, I thought if you knew this guy a long time ago, because it's very similar stuff to what. Even when I met him, it was very similar stuff to what we were saying.
Yeah.
So I thought,
you. Yeah.
And I was just shocked that you'd only sent me him then.
I know.
You've never even mentioned him.
No, I know. It was just the timing. I should have done it years ago.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Well, weirdly enough, there's another guy we know better, a comedian magician called Paul DeBeck, who's been working in Vegas.
He lives in Vegas.
He's in Australia at the moment.
He's in Adelaide at the Fringe.
But he should be due back in Las Vegas about the 23rd. But he does motivational stuff as well. And he's been talks.
I need to give you his details as well. So he's got. He lives out there. So yeah.
But to be honest, all those people, they all think along those same lines, but not all of them come on there and obviously voice it.
Yeah.
Exactly, because it's quite, and this is what I was saying earlier, it's quite a hard thing to do, because when I first heard it, before I started like reading a few books and like studying this whole energy vibe, I just thought it was a load of crap. Honestly, like I used to say to people, like, what, just because you think of it and just because does it make it real? And I used to be very cynical, like, oh, so if I think I'm going to be a footballer next year, I'm going to be a footballer. Well, no. But
there's a hotel blacklisted,
feel it as well. Like if you believe it, see it. If you believe it, see it, and feel it.
Yeah.
Then that's when it's real. If you can understand the feeling, like for me, like I already know the feeling that I'm going to have on stage when I'm performing in Vegas, and then it happened at the Real Awards, and it was the same. So, like for me, like yes, I was nervous, but I was already comfortable because I've already done it 100 times in my head. You know what I mean? And even when I went. And another thing, even when I did a skydive in Australia, and I've never really told this story, but I'm petrified of heights. But the whole week, I watched videos of people doing a skydive, like the before bit, so I would put myself in that position and think of it. So I've already done a skydive 100 times in my head. This is easy. It wasn't, but it was a lot better than, I was prepared for it.
Face your fears and do it anyway.
I think that's the word, being like more prepared. But like the way Kev put that message across, on his videos, it just made me smile, and it made me think, well, maybe I should do that because, it might help somebody. But sometimes I get a bit, oh, what if people think this or what if people think that? It's a bit hocus pocus, But
he does it all the time. He's a
brilliant pianist as well.
Yeah, he's fantastic, really clever,
unbelievable. I thought he played an Elton John song, to start off with, and I thought it was like a backing track. I thought he was doing the hands or whatever, and then he improvised, and then I thought, oh my god, then he done Happy Birthday, in 4 or 5 ways that a composer would do it. So he would do like Mozart and then Beethoven. The guy's an absolute genius.
Well, he's trained at Royal College of Music.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone do what he does in that way, with his stage presence, with his facial expressions, and I could tell straight away that he studied Freddie Starr, like 100%. And he said that he started laughing when I went through the back, and I asked him, and he said, "Yeah, you're right." I says he was one of the biggest people that I watched, and and it's mad because like I've studied these people as well, so instantly I felt like I knew him. Like the first reaction, I'd messaged I'm on Instagram. Remember you sent me his details?
Yeah.
And what was the first thing I said to you? I said, I'm going to meet him. I was like,
yes, you did. You said I'm going to meet him. Yeah.
That was the first thing.
Yeah, and I was amazed. It was the same night.
I know. I know.
Stalker.
Anyway, a message came back and forward, and he says, I don't know if I can get. So I went for a sleep, and I says, before I went to sleep, I says, look, just make it happen. I'll be there at 8:30. I never heard from. So I got up at 7 o'clock. No message. I was getting in the shower anyway, and I was going to just get a taxi there and just turn up. He messaged me at 7:30. He says, Frank, come along. Do whatever. I said, perfect. I was coming anyway. So, and I kid you not, walked up the stairs and I seen this guy in a waistcoat, shirt, standing at the door, and we both just went like that. Like, just an instant, gave each other a hug, and says, come through the... So I thought he was going to get me in just a seat. But he took me through the back, met other comedians, and I was just like, this is unbelievable. Like, this is mad. Do you know what I mean?
I'm so glad. Yeah,
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Yeah, glad you got you in there.
But can I give a message to Ben, who was just on?
Oh, yes.
Yeah. Tell him to stop requesting that bloody song. Once that's been on, that's all I can sing for the next 24 hours.
By the way, how good is it?
Yeah.
It's so good, man. It's so good.
Excellent. We better let you get to the gym.
I know. What time is it now? I think I've been on this Facebook Live for like an hour.
I know. It's like 7:20 now, I think. So, yeah.
That's mad. But yeah, no, I'm going to head to the gym just now. But listen, I appreciate you. And thank you so much for everything. Jane,
that's all right. No worries. No.
That's all right.
Keep in touch, won't you? And we'll let
I
you
will
know
do.
about the other one.
I'll tell you how Blackpool goes. Vegas goes.
And I won't wish you good luck because I don't think you need it.
You'll do it. Yeah.
I appreciate you guys. All the best, all right? I'll speak to you soon. Love you. All the best.
Bye.
Right, guys. Going to head to the gym now. Get a little workout. Go for some, well, it'll be lunch now. And do you know what? We'll do more of this. Since I can't do a Facebook Live, I might come on for 30, 40 minutes just doing this, get a few calls with you. Something a bit different, actually, so that it keeps me entertained and it keeps me off the roulette table for a little bit as well. So, he's a great entertainer. Hi, Frankie. Just got back from Heidi and Billy's baby shower. Great to see you doing well in Vegas. Good forward to seeing you. Oh, Lindsay, thank you so much. I appreciate that, Lindsay. And thank you for the lift to the train station as well. Oh, and thank you, Ben and Tanya as well, for the lift back home from Middlesbrough as well. Listen, guys, all the best, and definitely get a catch up soon. I'll keep you updated with sort of posts, my whereabouts, stuff like that. I will definitely do more of this. Really enjoyed this. Right, guys, much love. Take care.